All right, so today we have a really, 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 really special guest. Yeah, really, really. Yeah. So we have. How do you go by Kate?
Yes.
All right, so will you introduce yourself to your fans and people?
Of course. Hi, guys. I'm Kate Beckelman, also known as Slay Girl Gaga Boots on TikTok.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank
awesome,
you.
man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So, just real quick on how this came to be. Um, Kate calls new music about she's doing her research because you guys don't really, a lot of people don't understand like all the stuff that happens behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get things and projects and all kinds of stuff to go. So she's calling me trying to find out about the studio,
Yeah.
about rates and all this kind of stuff or whatever. And then I had a good feeling about the conversation. It was really short. I was at a family it wasn't a Christmas party, like a family gathering or whatever. It was like kind of late too.
Fun,
And
yeah.
then
it was kind of late.
and then after I called Jackson, I'm like, yo, Jackson, I just got a call from a potential client, but I don't know. Here's her social media. Let's see what can happen.
Mhm.
And then Jackson reaches out or something. Maybe I sent it to you. I think I don't remember. And then all of a sudden, like we're here now, and Jackson was able to convince you to come in.
Yes.
It's awesome.
That's how it's got to be. Him and I met on Instagram as well.
No
and
way.
I just show up
Wow.
here.
Mhm.
I just came over just to hang out and just do whatever. But
Mhm.
on the spot, we are like, "You want to start a podcast?"
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. And immediately we
Wow.
order
Yeah.
all the equipment and just start going.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've been like just at it for like how long?
I have no idea.
6-7 months.
That's
We've got like
Yeah.
27 episodes posted.
Yeah,
Like
we're
a
pretty
few in
good.
the
Yeah, I
chamber.
was watching some of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they were pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's one of the hardest things to get traction on though, because everyone does
Really?
it. But we're in such a niche thing with music. I
Yeah.
feel like it'll be easier to identify with brands with a smaller following.
No, yeah, for
Hopefully,
sure.
versus when people just sit down and just talk about complete nonsense.
No, I know. There's
What'd
some
you eat?
podcasts.
But we like to
Right.
talk about that stuff too.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We had an episode about mixed engineers and their zodiac signs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That was fun.
No, yeah.
So nothing's off limits, really.
Mhm.
Completely random. But what was funny is I read him all the traits of all of them. Every single trait of every
You
possible
did?
one. I was like, does that align with you? And he's like, yeah, that's crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I read them all, dude.
Like, what do we want for
like
this?
Pisces, Leo, Capricorn? I'm a little bit of everything,
Mhm.
but
Exactly.
I don't know. We're just
how stuff works.
goofing around.
Are you big on zodiacs, like signs?
Not really. I
Good.
mean, no, I know.
I was waiting for that to come out.
Well, no, I'm just like, I know I'm a Cancer or something, but I'm not all up in the moon and stars.
Yeah.
I'm
you
a
know.
Cancer too. I actually
Yeah.
think it's kind of cool. I think it's pretty scarily accurate. The
No, yeah,
numerology
it
stuff
is.
is even creepier.
Mhm.
That stuff's freaky.
Yeah.
I
it
had
is
one of my
pretty
friends was in
scary.
a cult of it, like had to pay a lot of money to be in it, and he would tell me all these things
What?
about me, and I'd be like, "Stop, dude!" And then I started like having to think about it just against my will
See if
because it
that
was
was
too
right.
true
Yeah.
sounding,
No, exactly.
freaky.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really big on the.
But he made a really
zodiac
good
thing.
point that like if it was really really true, the military would be like using it to categorize
Yeah.
our like
No, I agree with you.
just
Like, oh,
military.
you're a Cancer? Yeah, front lines straight away.
Front
You'll-
lines.
Right. Exactly.
And we'd be back behind the computer just telling everyone where to go.
Oh man.
You know?
Shoot, Pisces, I'd be like, counterintelligence or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even know what I couldn't tell you what one of your traits are.
All right, so Kate, so what you let me start from social media. Would you say that TikTok is your main social media platform?
Yes. I
Okay.
would.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
so how did you what made you get into TikTok and what's the journey been like so far?
Well, it's kind of a long story. So, about like 2 years ago, I would say like maybe 1.5 1.5 ago.
Mhm.
So I was new to college. Like, I didn't have a lot of friends because, like, I was really focused on school and my grades and stuff because I'm a musical theater major
Oh, nice.
right
Oh,
now
that's cool.
at Texas Tech. So, yeah, I was just really focused on my work and stuff like that. And I had a job too. So I had this thing where I was like, I can't get my jokes out to anybody. What do I do? And I was telling my mom, like I just didn't really know who to talk to and like who I could be funny to. So I just started making TikToks,
That's
like
cool.
posting whatever. And people didn't know what they thought about it at first, I feel like. But then it started getting a lot of attention and then it completely blew up. And there's this thing that I started doing. It's like a wizard voice. And everyone thinks I'm like the TikTok wizard now.
Oh my god.
And it's almost like a bunch of my TikToks, actually, I'm using that voice.
You gotta do it real quick.
Oh.
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
say,
Come
hi, my
on.
name is Kate.
What if I told you I was a wizard? That's pretty much the joke. And then I make this noise a lot that they like, but I don't know if I want to do it.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You had to.
Okay, well, it sounds kind of like this. After, like, I say something crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And people are like, what? So they don't really know if
What's
it's
to do with
funny
it?
or if it's like, but it works. And a lot of people think it's really funny. Like, I have a whole merch line out now, and I've made a lot of money in sales on that. It's going pretty well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, but it'll say, like, stupid stuff, like hot and whimsical. And I'm trying to think of something else. Just kind of stuff that aligns with the content I make on TikTok.
I feel like she's gonna end up in LA, become an actor.
Yeah, I actually want to go to LA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing any casting, like even locally yet, or anything like that, or?
Not as of right now, but because I'm like based in Lubbock because of college and everything, so I'm just here for the holidays.
Okay.
But probably this summer, I'm gonna work on getting a contract.
Okay.
I'm gonna audition for a bunch of different things in the area, like in the Dallas area, and I'll send in these things called pre-screens where we take videos of our auditions and we send them in, and if they want to see you in person, that's a second round of an audition.
Okay.
So
are you doing primarily skits? Can you do stand up or?
I don't know about that. I mean, I feel like I've always not been very good at improv, but when it comes to scripted things, I feel like I can really work with that. You know what I mean?
So, question: can you do like a Saturday Night Live type of thing?
Okay, I'm sure
it's scripted, but it's not scripted.
Okay. I know what you mean now. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I feel like I could.
Like improv a little bit.
Might be a flop, but it's worth it to try.
You know, that's what you did with TikTok.
Exactly.
You just kind of like went for it, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like with that kind of stuff, you really just have to like be yourself, and people are gonna like that and accept it no matter like how you act. And some people won't like it, some people will.
You gotta be ready for that, right?
No, yeah, you have to be ready for the hate.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah, people are mean, especially on not so much as TikTok, because a lot of my audience on TikTok, like, I think that the community I've built on there is so supportive of everything I do, and they're so excited about my music I'm making now. But yeah, they're really sweet and supportive on there, but I feel like when it comes to the Instagram real world,
really?
I feel like TikTok keeps the algorithm keeps the watchers like in their lanes as far as what they want to see. Instagram will throw you anything. Like,
it really
some of the
will.
stuff I see, I'm tempted to be like, dude,
like, why is this on my?
Yeah, like I'm mad.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I feel like I need.
I feel like Instagram and YouTube are similar in that regard. Like
YouTube seems to be the most calm.
Come up on your time.
Yes, I agree with you actually.
Yeah. But I get weird stuff on my algorithm too.
Really? Like on your shorts and stuff, like YouTube shorts.
It seems to be more sticky. Like the algorithm, like I'll get a lot of like learning stuff that it knows I like to watch. But Instagram, if I watch a video for like 1 second longer than the previous one, it immediately starts giving me more.
Yeah.
And you know they're doing that because now you see. It says on the bottom that this video was watched more than 3 seconds. Like they're really monitoring that closely. That's crazy.
No, I know it is. Yeah, but people in those Reels comments, are crazy. That's like, I feel like they get really creative with hate comments in a way. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. I think I'm trying to think of a specific comment I got because I posted this one video on Instagram Reels and it got a lot of likes, but all the men were very angry in the comments.
What?
Because it was a video of me. I was out with my friend. We were having a girls' night out. It was very fun. You know, we're on the walk home.
Mm-hmm.
So we're strolling along and we see these two guys like in the subway, and it's like a huge window because the subway in Lubbock is 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, hey, video this. I think it'll be funny. So I just ran up to them and I like got on the glass and I was like, ah! And then yeah. And then they looked really scared. But
were they guys freaked
That's funny.
out? Like, were they scared?
Well, one looked really intrigued, but then the other one was like very frightened.
Yeah.
So all the girls thought it was funny, but it was not popular.
I did that actually.
guys.
It's probably like, this is probably messed up. It's a guy. I think I was riding a bike or something just around at night, and I see this lady working in an office building alone at her computer. I was like, oh, why do I need to do this? And I went up and
no, you
out the
didn't.
window.
That's crazy.
I did. It's really messed up now that I think about it. But
wow. Should have turned it into an Instagram
completely
reel.
screamed. She was alone in the entire.
Was this like just like you were alone riding your bike?
Yeah, that's why it's kind of weird.
No, it's not
Wasted
weird. That's so funny.
I just needed the
Wasted
dopamine
content,
hit.
Really, yeah.
Okay, this is random, but back to stand-up comedy. That
Yes.
sounds like a nightmare. Like just going up there and it's all
Bro,
quiet,
like-
and you just got to break the silence with humor.
I know. What
There's
do you say
this-
when you walk on? Hey guys.
I don't know. I guess.
Listen, I did stand up one time at a game night.
did?
At a game night, it was just friends.
Okay.
It is hard. It
Yeah,
is
right?
really, really. You think okay, just get up there and say some jokes.
Yeah.
Like the moment, it's just like even more than it's just two people looking at you, 4 eyeballs. It's enough to freak you out. Like you know, like it's just.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this YouTube video I saw, this dude took acid and they drove him to do a comedy show.
No, what did he
Dead
say?
serious. It
What
was
did
the
he
most
say on the
awkward
show?
thing ever. I think he got like one joke
Oh.
off and nobody laughed. But on the way to the show, he's like, I really just don't think I can do this. They did another one where they took a guy
Could
on
you
acid.
imagine?
Oh, it'd be terrible.
Oh
They did
my
one where they took a
gosh.
guy to a monster truck rally. And he was
Oh.
so overwhelmed by all the smoke in the air and
Yeah.
the dust and all the
It's
noise.
pretty overwhelming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like acid already, if you just sat still in a dark room and you took acid, it would be the most intense feeling you've ever felt in your life.
Sounds scary.
Have you
And-
done acid before?
Yeah,
You have?
many times.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately. I think it really messed up my brain.
Well, here, you're still here, so.
I mean, you seem pretty normal.
I think
Yeah.
I think I could be better. My brain.
Mhm. I've never done that
Okay,
before.
next time
Oh,
we do
it's
something weird.
I'm so
horrible.
scared. I
I'm
feel like
gonna look
that's
at you
crazy.
weird.
12
Or,
hours of
What if, like, I don't know. What if something crazy happens?
That's what does happen.
But so I gotta ask you
Mm-hmm.
something. Did you do theater and in high school as well?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I went to there's these things called UIL competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I won Best Performer at one of those, and that was my senior year of high school.
Nice.
And that's kind of when I decided that I really wanted to do this for my career because I was really passionate about it. And like, I feel like being on stage, the adrenaline that you get doesn't really feel like anything else. Like, I can't really compare it to anything else.
Mhm.
It's just like when you're on stage and like, especially after you take the final bow and
Mhm.
everything's over, like you get this overwhelming feeling. And yeah, I think being in shows, even if they're really bad, like I've been in some really embarrassing shows. Some shows are really
Well-
bad, but
What made him bad? Like the actual production, or
no. So we did this, well, one of the shows that I was in, we had to roller skate on stage, and I fell every single night of the show in
Wow.
front of everyone. And I was like, this is never going to get better. But they had these roller skating people come in, teach us how to skate, because I lied on my resume. and said that I've roller skated before, but I've never put roller skates on my feet before. Dang. So, yes, at this callback, they take us to this skate rink, and I don't know what to do. I feel like Bambi on ice. And I'm like, yes, exactly. So I'm falling everywhere, and these ladies, so I don't know if y'all are familiar with derby racing.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, these ladies were very intense. They were yelling at us and, get on the line.
Purple and green hair and everything.
Exactly. Like, yes. Oh my gosh. Crazy. It was traumatizing. But you know what? Like, it was not one of my favorite shows.
But guess what? Skating's on your resume now.
Yes, exactly. I don't have to lie anymore.
Live skating.
Exactly.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. So you've always sang.
Yeah, I have.
Why is this your first single that's coming out?
Why?
I don't know. Well, so I've been exploring different styles lately, and I feel like musical theater is really different from like pop music, but that's really what I want to get into, and I've always loved pop music. Mm-hmm. And I kind of realized since I'm getting into an industry that has a lot of like that's music heavy, mm-hmm. Like I really wanted to branch out and try new things because I love to sing, I love to perform, and yeah.
Okay.
Why do actors and musicians, why are they always good at the other thing? A lot of the times, like a lot of musicians will go into movies and they'll be like surprisingly decent just off the bat. And then a lot of actors, like last night I was watching, I don't know what I was watching, but it was like Adam Sandler when he was 20 years old, just like going crazy on the guitar.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, this isn't fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel like it's all performance at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that's where it comes from, that just you're performing anyway. And as far as like coming from musical theater to that, like my favorite singers came from singing in church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they're not up there, singing church songs, but they take the skill set of like, singing from your diaphragm and, vowel placement and, mixing like all that stuff, it's still there. You know what I mean? So like you being in a studio, an engineer could be like, okay, I use less head voice, and you'll know exactly what that means.
Exactly.
That's awesome because I've worked with a lot of singers that have no idea what that is.
It's really hard. I feel like the music theory aspect of everything is really, because when I was first learning about music techniques and stuff like that, like vocal techniques, it's really hard to train your voice to do something different than it's used to, because I used to only be able to sing with my chest voice and belt everything out. That was like my thing. Like I sang these crazy songs, and more recently I've gotten into like a softer place in my voice, working more with my head voice and stuff. But I feel like it's so difficult to like there's so much that goes into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but I'm just saying I think it's a good thing that you're starting from somewhere. You already have one part mastered, getting into another part is a lot easier than not even having a concept that there's all these different styles of singing. So that's good.
Yeah, and it'll help you with like on a respect level, because a lot of people don't like influencers.
I know.
I know. You were that before. Like you had that desire to.
That's a really good point, because I was just thinking about that. Okay, TikTok, influencer, comedy. That's great. But then now that I know your background, musical theater, I'm like, okay, that's credit. That's co-signing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're that's good awesome. In the hood.
That's awesome.
Right.
So what was the process like? Did you work with other songwriters? Did you write the song yourself? Work with a producer, or just you just like work with a beat? What was your process for this first song?
So I used to write a lot of poetry, and I was thinking one day, I was like, maybe I can use some of the things that I used to like use as my tools to write this poetry for my music. So I started sitting down and making my own beats, and I feel like I do better like sitting down, listening to the beat, and then putting words to the song. And then I just kind of sit alone with my thoughts, and sort of let my brain take it from there. But I feel like I struggle sometimes with rhyming too much because of that poetry background I have. But yeah, I've talked to a bunch of other producers and gotten their opinions about some of my music. And some of my friends are, like, especially from college and my professors and stuff, they have a lot of music background and stuff like that. So I've gotten a lot of help from them. And everyone's been really helpful and supportive. Yeah, I'm really excited to, like, let this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing an album though, right? So
yes.
the single will lead into the album.
Yes.
Do you have a date for them?
No, I'm really, really wanting to release the album in January sometime. Okay. Because most of the songs are done. And most of them I've already recorded in the studio. They're just not finished yet. And I still have to record maybe 3 more. But my single that's coming out, we're working on finalizing stuff for that right now. Okay. But yeah, we're really trying to make it perfect. So, because it's the first impression of my music to everybody.
Question.
So I really want to make it.
When did you start this project?
A few months ago.
Okay.
So a little more recently, but I've been working on it a while. I've just kind of put it aside, but now that I have so much free time on my hands, like, I still have a job. I'm like a waitress at the Cheesecake Factory still.
Oh, nice.
Over here for the holidays. But yeah, I have a lot more free time, and, like, I'm not stressed out about school anymore, so I can really focus on what I like to do and what I want to do, like, with my music career and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
so
really cool.
Since you're a social media mastermind,
yes,
what are you gonna do? Like, what is the content push gonna look like around, and how long is it gonna last? What are you gonna do so that they can, like, just copy and paste it?
Well, I have some plans. So, my TikTok is definitely gonna be a really big part in pushing that song out, especially with the album too coming out.
Okay.
So I think that I'm just gonna, cause I've already made the choreography for my first single. So I think that, like, putting the dance out, I posted one video of it. And I think that making dances with those sounds, like, with my music in the background, will give people, like, a snippet of it and stuff like that. And just making videos telling people, like, hey guys, thank you for supporting me in everything I do. Go check out my music. Yeah, and then I'm thinking of incorporating it in my merch line.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I'm thinking of making, like, a little crew neck for the winter and stuff, because sales have been up for the holidays. Nice. So yeah, and my Instagram definitely. I'll be making reels and stuff like that, posting things on my story. I recently made a YouTube account. So it only has, like, 194 subscribers, but I'm gonna try to push my stuff out there. Like, I think that a big part of my plan is, like, behind the scenes and stuff, getting people really excited for the drop. Like, doing get ready with me's. I never do those, but I feel like that could help because those are really popular with influencers and stuff. I'm not really that kind of influencer, but
so how many followers do you have on TikTok?
I have 470,000.
That's awesome. Yes. So, question: do you feel like there was a thing that you did that was deliberate that gave you a huge boost in that, or do you feel like it was kind of like solely on the content, and then people just finding it, like, organically, or like what do you think was behind it? Because to me it sounds really unique, so I feel like it can happen by itself.
Right. But I think that well, I think that when I started acting more myself and like showing that it's okay to be silly like that and be weird. Like people really started relating to that, and those videos were weird, but people thought they were really funny, and they were like, wow, I really didn't think that I could act like this and think like people would think it's funny. And I think that a big part of it was showing people, it sounds kind of stupid, but I think a big part of it was showing people that it's okay to be themselves and not be afraid to be judged for like how they act. Because yeah, like no matter what,
you're gonna be judged no matter what you
yeah,
do,
exactly.
where you go.
Yeah.
It's what people do.
You know, this is so cool because remember our, I think, second episode, we talked about being, vulnerable with your fan base. For singers, a lot of times you got amazing singers who write amazing songs that nobody hears because they're so scared about being seen, being judged, being seen, whatever type of way. And we were talking about how, like, there are people who, just because they're vulnerable, they're not even as good as you. People know who they are. People listen to their music. Like, own that. Whatever it is that you feel is, quirky about you, own it. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
And you've been doing that, even though it was for more comedy. Now music, but you've been doing that, and like it's like I've not met anybody who's ever said I was myself, and then everything tanked after that.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Right.
no one's gonna like you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's really, really cool. Just reinforcing that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
No, yeah. I think being vulnerable is a really big part of my social media too, because I have videos of me like pouring my heart out to these people because I get so many messages that are like, you saved me, and I really never thought it was a big deal like that. But like when you think about it from like a deeper perspective, like making people laugh is like on their hardest days is really something beautiful.
Yeah.
And like I get people coming up to me, people recognize me a lot in public. And
That's
they like
cool.
I get people crying and hugging me.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's so
crazy.
sweet. It's so sweet. But yeah, like I've made a bunch of videos just like telling people how I feel and how much I appreciate them for all the support I've received and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's what social media is supposed to be, and but a lot of times everything's set perfectly, and it's just a show, staged, moon landings type stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
So what is your game plan if they ban TikTok?
Yeah.
If they ban TikTok, I have a plan. We're going to go everywhere else. Okay, so my team has been concerned about this.
Yeah.
Cuz TikTok is a really big platform that I have. But I'm not really concerned about it right now just because like I have other options. Instagram is always an option. I can just post my videos on there. People might be really mean, but I don't care. I mean, I didn't care when I started posting that stuff on TikTok.
Honestly, if you just started transitioning, like trying to bring people over, that'll only benefit you, even if they don't ban it.
Exactly.
Like, it's just a bigger web.
That's the plan.
But YouTube is the spot.
Do y'all think
I know
Snapchat is going to have a
everything.
snapback, maybe? Snapchat? I think it'll
Yeah.
come back a little, because I feel like it's kind of like...
Oh, Snapchat?
Yeah.
I hate Snapchat.
I hate Snapchat
I don't
so
like
much.
it either, but
yeah.
do you feel like they might get a surge?
Maybe. I have 30K on there right now,
That's
but
good.
I don't really know how I feel about Snapchat. I feel like it's dying. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's very like high school in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it's just weird to me, people snapping pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
That's
hey,
hilarious.
girl.
Like the idea of just sending
Do you know when I knew that
mindless pictures
Snapchat...
back and forth.
Yeah, it's like a conversation.
You know I knew when Snapchat wasn't it for me? When my friend's kid, like 13 or 12, sent me like a bathroom fight in the middle school.
A bathroom fight is crazy.
I was like, And then obviously, I called his dad right away and like
yes,
whatever.
of
But
course.
I'm like, no. What about what is this? No, like I'm not okay with this. Is crazy.
No,
Like,
literally.
Like
he'll
it got to me.
he'll
It
like
should have been
this.
blocked. Or, I don't know.
You know what I saw on
it was
Instagram
weird.
this morning?
What?
Just like set me off in such a bad mood. I saw an alligator swimming through the water with a kid in its mouth.
What?
Yeah.
Was it real?
Yeah, it
On
had to be.
I don't know.
Instagram?
AI is getting crazy these
It
days.
is, but it looked like,
On Instagram?
yeah, I get some crazy stuff suggested to me, and I like, as soon as I see that it's crazy, I kind of have to watch it.
so true.
Well, yeah, it's
so
kind of one of
true.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally.
Then I gotta watch it again. And then I saw one of like a kid getting attacked by a dog on a playground.
Yo, what's up with these kids getting attacked on your timeline, bro?
What's on
I
your
don't
explore
know.
page?
I don't. It stresses me out, but I watched the whole video because I'm just like, wow, this is so messed up.
Yeah, maybe they're listening to your conversations in real life, like your phone is.
Maybe
Yeah.
It's not conversations with me, I'll tell you that
it
much.
is. It's hearing you talk.
No, yeah, I wonder about, you know that app X? I think like Elon
Twitter.
Musk
Yeah.
made it. Are y'all on that?
Yeah.
No.
I'm on
I
it.
made one, but I don't know how I feel. It's giving Twitter, but
It is Twitter.
He bought
It
Twitter.
is?
He
Yeah,
bought
he bought
Twitter,
Twitter,
and
renamed it.
I did not know this. I'm actually gagged right now. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm like behind.
Yeah.
For real, that's crazy.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna transition over there.
Too much reading. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
it's just too many words.
But there's
for
a lot
me,
of people on there,
honestly.
though.
There
That's
is
a lot of people on there.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people on
That's
there.
my
This is
statement.
true. This
I
is
mean,
very
even
true,
if all
yeah.
you do is like whenever you're blasting something from TikTok, let's make it automatically go to X anyway.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
do that.
No,
you know?
yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like.
But yeah, this what's it called? TikTok ban is like crazy.
I know. It's scary.
I'm not gonna bring him up. Should I bring him up?
Yeah.
Who?
So the
So-
next president said he's gonna try to stop it.
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
this.
they're gonna
Yeah.
try to keep
I
it
was
going.
like,
Yeah, we won't. Bring
Yeah,
up
he's
names
gonna be a
'cause they'll
hero if he
flag
gets it
this as
done.
Political.
flag.
but then it's like it kind of like
Do we think this is true though? Like, what is going to like? I don't know. You know what I mean? I saw that video though.
I think it'll
Yeah.
diffuse out. I think it'll.
Yeah.
But I would still move as if it's gonna happen.
No, I totally agree with you.
I'm not really that active on TikTok.
I just everything I post.
like
on Instagram,
right
just
it was
throw
was
over
right
there.
when we
Yeah.
were just talking about we need to really get on TikTok, and then
Yeah.
this
Yes,
comes
you
out
do,
like 2
yes.
days later.
Well,
like
that's true.
Yeah, one of our friends blew up on TikTok by kicking rocks,
rocks,
down
yeah.
hills, and now he's
Really?
yeah now he's becoming a
2
rapper.
million, something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Does he make raps about rocks?
No, he's like full blown
Yeah,
rapper.
like
now.
he's actually really good.
So
Yeah, he's really good.
cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
He's one of
produced
my-
like most of his records, and he's
Wow.
album coming out really soon. It was pretty dope.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear it. I bet it'll be amazing.
Yeah, maybe bring 2 TikTokers together. I do a collab.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yes,
cool.
the
That'd be dope.
collab of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we should do that. It'd be
Mhm.
really good.
That would be really fun. Yeah, but yeah.
So how many songs on the album do you know? For sure.
I want it to be okay. My single is apart from this. I want it to be 7.
Okay.
But it could be less than that because I really need other opinions before I just throw the spaghetti at the wall. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mhm.
So are you like relating the songs to each other, or are they gonna be kind of like a book of singles? You know what I mean? Like, are
yeah,
they gonna be similar sounds and topics?
yeah, they are similar. A bunch of my songs are similar, actually. I feel like a big part of what I sing about is toxic relationships
Okay.
because yeah, like that kind of stuff has been on my mind lately, and yeah, I just decided that like I wanted to sing about it and like
Yeah, we've all been in a toxic relationship, right? Right, Jeff? Huh?
Exactly.
This is toxic right here.
Uh-oh.
Their relationship is really toxic.
Why?
Like sometimes I'm just like, oop, I do one of these right here.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
Like in the
the
gym,
beef.
we go to the gym together, and
Aw.
all 3 of us we try to most of the time. I swear, me and him getting the most just like closest thing to fighting ever.
dude, what are
Really?
you doing? Stop it. Yeah, I don't know. They love
Yeah.
each other. I call them Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I recently started playing video games again after like 10 years of not.
What do you play? Are you on
Call
the
of
Fortnite
Duty.
wave?
No.
Oh.
I just
Okay.
I go to war.
That was so elitist. It's like, no.
No.
I tried. I never thought that game was interesting. You basically
Yeah.
played Brand X Fortnite.
Mm,
But anyhow, he was hating on me for playing video games, saying
Uh-oh.
I don't hate him for this. He said if I figured it out. He just texted me this out of the blue. Jackson, I figured it out. If I want to be successful, I just got to do the opposite of what you do. And I was so mad.
extreme shade.
So mad. But he
The
was like
shade
at
is
my house the night
crazy.
before playing Black Ops Zombies for like 4 hours.
And
with
I
me.
call him, and I'm like, they're always together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tom and Jerry living in the same house.
Oh my gosh, they're like
Yeah.
siblings.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they love each other.
Exactly.
It's cool.
Those are the best friendships though. Like,
Yeah, it's spicy.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like spicy
exactly.
food.
Spicy food.
Yeah, he claims he has no
I have no spice
pain
level,
receptor
limit.
for spice.
Really?
none.
You should go on that what's it called?
Hot
Where they
ones.
Yes, they make those celebrities eat
I
those
would
wings.
laugh in their face.
Really?
And then he'll eat the
Yeah.
bones after.
We went to.
Dang.
I know this is
He's crazy.
no. We went to Pluckers,
Okay.
and he brought out the hottest wings. The hottest thing. Well, I can't remember what sauce they have.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, fire in the hole.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, whatever. I even touch my water. And he's looking at me like he eats the same thing. He's sweating. He's
Bro,
like, full blown-
I was not that
Like,
bad.
you
Jeff
were
was
fire
off way
engine
worse
red.
than I
What?
was.
huh?
He was off way worse than I
I mean,
was.
both of you were, but I was chilling, just looking at you guys.
Nah.
Oh
bored.
my gosh.
I
Yeah.
was fine.
And that
I-
was like the hottest
just
they
like-
had.
But you can see it when I turn red. That's what I'll be like.
But
jealous of y'all
even
for
yeah, you
y'all-
can't see me turn red, but you can. The expression in my face wasn't like you were like this, like. "Ooh, are you sure you're okay?
He was
Are you
going
sure?"
to
Like, "Yeah,
war.
I'm fine.
I
I'm
was
good."
going back to war
He was going to war.
again.
That's intense. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried that one chip challenge?
No, absolutely not. I think I would die. I would have a seizure. There's just no,
Said
there's absolutely
seizure.
no way. I love spicy food, but it's just, I couldn't eat one of those biohazards. That's just not.
You should
in the-
do it
Yeah,
on TikTok.
Have you done that before?
I haven't had it because I just haven't gotten it, but
Yeah.
I'm
I
pretty
tried
sure I
it.
can.
It's
You
terrible.
did? Is it awful?
Yeah.
Does it taste bad?
It just tastes like it's about to light you on fire.
Oh.
No, it like you
Tastes
go.
like an
It's like
explosion.
instantly your body just like caps out on all the pain.
Wow.
You just go numb.
Now I gotta
I
get
should
one.
do that on
General
TikTok.
pain.
You should do that on TikTok.
I
We
should
were gonna
totally
do
do
an
that on
episode where we
TikTok.
eat them and try to do the episode.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. Y'all should totally do that.
Yeah.
All right.
And just try to
Wow.
keep a regular conversation going. That'd be crazy.
But then he's just gonna be sitting there laughing at me the whole time.
Question. So, where you working your project out of right now, studio you're working out of, is this so you've been on stage, musical
Yes.
theater, but had you been in a studio, like a
Yeah.
recording studio?
Yeah, and
to
it's
work
so
before?
different. It's so different than live performance because my whole life I've sang live. I've been in recording studios before,
Mhm.
recording covers and stuff like that,
Oh, okay, cool.
but never anything original. And I feel like it's very different being in the actual booth than being out loud where you can actually hear yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than just being able to hear the music.
Mm.
Because a big part for me is like being able to hear myself, and I'm not able to do that when I'm
Yeah.
making my own music, which was an obstacle I had to jump over, but it could not stop me. So yeah, I mean, it's very different, but it's really fun because I love being in the studio and hearing what I can do better, what I can improve,
Mm.
like what could make it sound better and stuff like that. Getting
You're a
other people.
perfectionist?
Yeah, I
You are?
am. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
You were given perfectionist where you like the last two sentences you just said.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, but I mean, but I think the most important thing, who do you have in the room with you? Do you usually go in your sessions with other musical minds? Because you were talking about how you like opinions, like
Mhm.
feedback from other people,
Yeah.
or you just like usually just with the engineer and that's it.
It depends on which song I'm bringing into the studio. I feel like I bring my friends, like my music friends, to most of the sessions that I have. But when I really just want to focus on what I want for the song, then I just like to be alone with the engineer. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'll probably stay in the studio, not hit the stage.
You'd be great on stage.
There are artists that have done that and were successful with that, but with the advent of AI,
I know
it's important. It's important to start getting our behinds up on stage, up in front of a camera, something, because AI can do everything that you can do. Essentially, the only thing that it can't do is be human. You know, being like, you know, like
walking
flesh and blood. Like, can't do that. It'd be another, don't mark my words, another 50 years before anybody can make a realistic robot AI thing that can.
I know, I'm scared.
I know.
You saw the Tesla's coming out with one that it'll take your car to the grocery store.
No, absolutely not.
$30,000. That's a steal.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
People are gonna have them, and eventually they're gonna be like, I don't like humans anymore.
I don't trust that AI. Those robots, no. I feel like they're gonna beat my ass one day. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
I like ChatGPT a lot. Like, that is
really.
Yeah,
ChatGPT is goated.
I do sometimes, but it kind of pisses me off sometimes because the AI uses those weird words, and I can't. My brain can't understand it. Like, I need smaller words.
Yeah, but for like, I feel like I've been using ChatGPT for, like, to me, what I consider basic stuff.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to be able to like financial planning, for instance. I want to be able to do this certain type of thing by middle of 2025 based on this and this, and you can even share a spreadsheet with it with like I shared a spreadsheet that had some financial information for me, and it broke it down and gave me what I could do to be able to reach that goal. That is goated.
Yeah,
you know, that's amazing.
It did the whole layout of my studio. Like, I gave it the dimensions of the room. I told it how many panels I wanted on the walls and on the ceilings.
Wow.
Gave it all the dimensions and how far. I don't think I told it how far apart. But it told me exactly. It's made me a chart, like an actual blueprint chart.
That's crazy.
You know what to do, how to build it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that works. Like, how did they create that?
It's just a bunch of. It's big data. They just get a bunch of information.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT just going on the internet and finding out stuff. And even when you're not when we're not asking the questions, it's correlating data from all over the place.
Yeah.
And, you know, piecing stuff together. It's just these geniuses that came up with the code for it to be able to do that. So by the time we ask it questions, most of the time, it's already matured enough to where it's already stored that answer ready for us.
But it'll always give a unique combination of words. Like, if you have it write a story, it'll never write that same exact story again.
I know, that's very useful. I've never used it, though. It's very dangerous to use it in college because they will clock you. And most of my stuff is performance-based, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, a lot of people have been getting in trouble for...
So I have a friend who he's 21, just graduated from college, really good school. And ChatGPT was just like coming in when he was in his senior year. So he said most of the people that he knew, none of them did any work.
I mean, I don't blame them.
For like a year. It was like the next year, the professors in the schools or they started catching up. But they had a free year just getting it
so
done.
When you go to college for that, do you have to like take regular classes too?
So it's very my friend Madison over there, she's a theater major too.
Shout out Madison.
Shout out Madison. She's my best friend. Yeah, so normally it's kind of stupid that we have to take core classes, in my opinion. I understand like a simple math class here and there. So we have to take a few core classes, probably like 6.
History.
Yeah, like history, science, math. What's the other one?
Humanities.
PE, no.
Did you have to take humanities?
Humanities?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I had to.
I have no idea. But so basically, for a musical theater degree, especially a BFA, which is the track I'm going for, a bachelor's in fine arts, there's a bunch of dance classes we have to take.
Okay.
So I'm being professionally trained in dance as well as music. So most of our classes, we have speech classes, acting classes, dance classes, musical theater history classes, a bunch of music theory classes, and those are really hard. Music theory
That's perfect.
is difficult.
Oh, I would tell you, I got I started at a community college. I got my associates in music theory.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow, that's hard.
That degree I still use every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even apply for college.
Period.
I just planned to be a rapper.
Exactly.
A rapper?
Do you have
That's
a rapper
how I
name?
started. No.
You were rapping?
Yeah.
I thought you were singing.
I mean, I started singing after I started rapping.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And then I started doing studio stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
no, I hated school. I used to have this kid in pre-cal, the guy that sat behind me, I'd have him write with his eraser on my back the number
What?
of the question and the letter that is the
On
answer.
your back.
Yeah, and I'd sit there and I'd like focus.
You would like try to lock in, being like, "What
and
is he
feel-
writing on me?"
Yeah.
That is wow. But if it worked, it worked.
I guess it. I graduated.
Your chairs are just that close to each other? Like you just reach over?
Yeah, my chair was up against his desk, and likewise, and everybody in the row would have the same test, but everybody would have a different test, like that way. So I was like, "How am I going to do this? I can't look over to the side." No, I did not try very hard in school.
That's okay. Your brain just works in more creative ways.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, my African parents would not let me. Like, I don't know if you're like, we're like Nigerians in particular are like
Mm-hmm.
Jewish or Chinese or Indian families. They don't play with school.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's funny.
Doctor,
Jeff said y'all are
lawyer,
like the Jews of Africa.
Yeah, doctor, lawyer, or engineer. That's it.
Wow.
You know, I'm an engineer. So
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
cool, man.
Yeah. That's
So,
really
So
cool.
what year? How do you ask that question? What grade are you in?
What year?
Yeah, what year, I guess. I'm a junior this year.
Alright.
So I'm finishing out my junior year next semester too. Hopefully I'll graduate early. I'm really hoping, I'm really praying because I really want to get out of that dusty town.
I hear you.
Lubbock is very dusty. It's pretty small, but I've kind of learned to love it because I stayed there last summer.
Where'd you grow up?
Where'd I grow up? I grew up here, actually, in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
What
man.
part?
Frisco.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Yes.
right down the street.
So this is home for you.
Yes, it's home. I love it here in Dallas.
Nice.
I love the Frisco and Prosper area.
I know. Frisco and Prosper are so nice.
I
Everything's
grew
really
up in.
bougie.
Yeah.
I went to the colony.
All
high
the
school.
professional athletes are
nice.
moving to Frisco.
Yeah, that's true. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now I live in Salina, which is the
Oh,
tiny
wow.
town next to here.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
further north, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I live in the country out there. We have some chickens. Wait, no, we had some chickens. They all died. They got eaten.
Ooh,
That seems to
coyotes or
happen
something.
often.
Yes, they broke into our coop and ate all of the chickens.
My next door neighbor, found blood and paw prints on her dog's cages because they used to put them outside on the patio. They don't put them outside on the patio anymore.
Oh, thank God.
I
Oh.
bet.
And one time I found a rabbit like torn up in my yard, and I found a bird, a
Aw.
big bird, maybe I don't know, eagles are like completely torn up on my fence. I'm like, what's going on? What in the zootopia
going
is
on?
going on out here?
That's just
No,
natural.
right?
It's just real life.
Yeah.
They
The
still
circle
live
of
like
life,
you just
I
built
guess.
you just built the house on top of the coyote's house.
The
Know what I
coyote's
mean?
den.
Man, neighbors, no, what's it called? What's the other? Bobcats too.
Oh, bobcats.
Bobcats
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
here.
There's a bunch of them.
There are a bunch of them.
Man,
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
Texas.
mountain lions in Texas, not in this area,
Hmm.
but in a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Those rabbits are nasty though, dude.
Rabbits.
Parasites infested.
Oh.
One time I was a kid and I shot one and I skinned it in this like transparent cone, like this big.
Cone.
Like it was like a 2 cones like put together.
Oh.
Fell out, hit the concrete. You could see it's like heart beating, and it just started like running away.
Wait, what?
The rabbit was still like alive?
No.
So a part of the rabbit was outside of the rabbit. And
no, this was this was a worm. This was a different species living inside of the rabbit.
No way.
Yeah, I was so disgusted. It was just terrible.
That's crazy.
No, but when is your first single dropping? Do you have a specific date for that?
Yes.
What is the date?
December 26th.
December 26th,
the
Boxing
day after
Day.
Christmas.
Yes, the day after Christmas.
You guys know about Boxing Day, right?
Mm-mm.
Never heard of Boxing Day? So it's a European thing, and like Nigeria colonized by the British, so we do a lot of British stuff. It's the day after Christmas, so in England they don't actually open their Christmas gifts until the 26th, Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, look it up.
That's kind of a lame name to call it. Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you're packing your presents, not.
It sounds like you're gonna like beat
up
your
go
family.
beat somebody. I know, right?
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's Boxing Day.
Wow, I didn't know that at all. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Christmas
crazy.
Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day.
Yes, but yeah, that's the date as of right
Nice.
now. I'm just gonna re-record some things in the studio.
You know, that's probably a really good idea to drop right then because the music industry is so slow. But
Yeah.
people are still consuming music, but people just stop making it and releasing it.
Yeah.
Because people, I don't know. I feel like we're having a
Drought.
conversation that we've already had before,
Oh.
but people don't drop music like around Christmas because everybody listens to Christmas carols.
I know.
So
I'm not.
I know.
I mean, but that's what
Like the mass population is
mass
listening to
population
Mariah
is doing.
Carey.
So true.
So I think the day after Christmas is like, okay, yeah, Christmas yesterday.
Yeah.
You come, that's dope. Love it.
Yes, I'm very
No,
excited.
okay.
What's the album gonna be called?
I'm not sure yet.
What's the single called?
The single is called "Freak for You."
Freak for You. And so is this one of the songs that is about toxic relationships?
Yes, it is. We're brainstorming.
I gotta hear
names
this.
for the album. Maybe someday.
So are you talking about experiences of being in toxic relationships or what to do about toxic relationships?
Both, kind
Or
of.
like
You call it Toxic 101.
like
Toxic
proud
101.
above it. You know, like you could be like, I'm better than that. It could be the tone of the song, or
Mhm.
I'm sad by that, or I'm mad by that.
I don't know. It's like I feel like the song kind of describes like when you know something is wrong, but you can't get away from it.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's sort of an up-tempo song. It's pretty upbeat. I made it. Most of my music I make because I want people to dance to it. And I want to get them hype. Like I feel like this song, that single in particular, is like a going out to the club song.
Okay.
Ooh, we're going out to the club tonight.
Like on your way out.
You are.
Are we?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about it, but like what's happening on Thursday night? Do you know any spots for Thursday
Us.
night?
I don't know. Exactly.
That's
Y'all are
it.
happening on Thursday night. You could go to Club Vivo. Have y'all ever been there?
Where's that?
It's in downtown Dallas. It's more of like a Latin dance club, but it's still really fun. They have like party lights and stuff.
Okay.
It's really cool.
We're going to Vivo.
Are we actually?
Yes.
I don't really want to go to the club. I thought we were gonna go like sit at a table and drink a beer, and just
We can get
talk
a beer there.
about working.
Yeah, we're gonna go. You know what? If we go to a club, I'll go to Six Flags with you.
All right.
So I don't like roller coasters.
I hate them. They scare me.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So yeah.
All right.
I just want to. I'm not a big club person at all. I just want to see you in the club because you hate it so much. Yeah.
No, I unleashed the beast.
He unleashes the beast.
No, really.
Wow. Do
Jeff
you
seen
like
me
to
in the
dance?
club. Yeah.
Do you like to dance it
Yeah.
up in the club? Do you have those moves?
I don't have the moves, but I move.
You guys should do a dance off tonight then.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
He would win.
He's gonna win. He practices.
What?
Before he showers.
But Kate, it's been so awesome having you here. If you ever want to, man, we would love to do a session with you. A studio session. We should set that up. It'd be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Cool beans.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.